All right, and I am talking to Dan Stewart now, and he's with the AdAmAn Club, and it's December 30th, and we're making the climb to Bar Camp. But last year was one of the very few years that the group got turned back high above timberline because of high wind and extreme cold, and Dan was there, and he experienced it, and I was thinking maybe, Dan, you might be able to just share some of the experience with us.
Well, some of us like it when it's extreme. So last year was a great year for a few of us, but it was very hard conditions. We left Bar Camp. It was 8 below zero.
Oh, geez.
And it had snowed the night before, so we had fresh snow on the trail. It was really beautiful until the clouds came in and the wind started blowing about 10 in the morning, and it just got worse and worse. By the time we got up on the face, the wind chill was about -50, and we'd had about half of our group turn around by then because we knew we didn't have any support on the summit. The support people just weren't able to make it up the road.
Wow.
So we just we worked our way up the trail, and various people at various times were getting frostbite, and at that point we were probably 1.5 miles from the summit and decided it was time to turn around. So
yeah.
A hard day because we thought we were having about a 6 or 7 mile hike, and it turned into a 17-mile hike.
Yeah, and so everybody turned around, we had to walk all the way back down.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And how many years is this for you now?
This is my 20th hike.
And how many times have you not made the summit during those 20 years?
Last year was the first time in the history of the club.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
All right. That is amazing. And no one got hurt other than some frostbite, is that right?
Right.
Yeah. Amazing. And was it just a group decision, or does one guy make the call on turning around?
It was a group decision. There were probably 14 of the probably 30 or so that started the hike. 14 of us left on the face.
Yeah.
And we were about, as I said, 1.5 miles or so short of the top. And we thought, do we try to get to the top and get under cover, or do we turn around and get back to better conditions? And turning around was absolutely the right decision.
And you do a lot of climbing?
Yeah.
And compare the conditions that you experienced that day to maybe some of the other conditions that you've seen, or was that the worst?
Well, it was the worst as far as cold. I think we'd had worse wind. We might have worse wind tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And when you got out onto the face, what was the visibility like?
At some places we couldn't see the front of the line of hikers.
Oh, man.
And part of the problem was all of our water had frozen, so people were getting dehydrated, and we still had 2 or 3 hours to the top, and some people were having real trouble.
Yeah, I heard that was another one of the problems, that it was kind of getting late in the day. Yeah, exactly. What time do you normally reach the summit?
Normally by about 2:30, 3 o'clock, and we have to wire up the fireworks when we get up there, so it takes some time, and if you're out in extreme conditions, that's pretty hard to do.
Difficult to do, I can understand. All right, well, listen, thank you so much.
Sure.
I really appreciate it.
Good to talk to you.
Yeah.